What's up everyone, this is InsurgenceRX, and I woke up this morning and I said I'm going to have a Pokemon battle. So I went over to the tubes of the internets and I said, who here wants to have the biggest Pokemon battle they will ever have in their life? This guy comes across to me and says, you know what, I want to have an underused battle. I want to have a UU battle with you. So I said, bring it on. I am bringing out the big guns. My big guns are Charmeleon, Oddish, Vulpix. Those are my strong Pokemon. Those are my secret weapons. So now let's go to the battle. I start out with my Shell Shocker. He tricks everyone. My Shell Shocker, my Blastoise, he is one of the best Pokemon there is in the game. Choice specs Blastoise with maximum speed. It surprises everyone, and it usually takes off your battle to a very great start. That is why I usually start with my Blastoise. So now he sends out his Zap 2. I don't know why it's nicknamed that. That's a little weird, but I return because I know that Blastoise won't be able to take the attack, and I go into my Evolite Vulpix. It's holding the Evolite item, so my defenses are doubled. This is why I use Vulpix over a Ninetales. Plus, because Vulpix is just totally awesome, that's why I use it. And his Charge Beam doesn't actually do too much, so I'm able to get off one attack here. And I choose the Will-O-Wisp attack. I wasn't sure if he's more into defenses, which I think he is since his attacks are not doing too well. But I end up missing it, but that's okay. So I was talking to this guy on the chat, and before we battled, he looked at my team and he laughed at me. He said, LOL, why do you have a Vulpix? Why do you have an Oddish? Why do you have a Charmeleon? He said that my team was weird. Do you know what I said? I told him I have those Pokemon because they are my friends. And then he laughed at me. But we'll see how things turn out in the end. So now I have my Charmeleon out here, and things are just not turning out well for me. I'm glad that I outsped him, but dang, my attack didn't really do much because, well, it's because he has pretty good defense on his Zapdos, so he's above half health. So I bring out the only Pokemon that can take out his Zapdos, and that is my awesome Sock, my only 5th gen Pokemon that I have on my team. So Sock does an awesome job of taking out the Zapdos. He now sends out his Arcanine, and that scares me a little bit because he has the Intimidate, plus he might be faster, I'm not sure. So I switch out into my Charizard thinking that he might go for a Fire attack. Instead he goes for an Extreme Speed, and it does a lot of damage. It does over half, or just about half. So I'm like, okay, hopefully I can get one Air Slash in. One Air Slash does go in, and I take him out. So all of my Pokemon here, they're each playing a little bit a part of fighting this battle. They all do their part. Even though each one may not start sweeping or taking out a Pokemon, they each play their part. Because now that he's hurt, I can come out with my Sock. Right here, Shell Shocker. Actually come out with my Shell Shocker because I was hoping that he would not go for Extreme Speed, or Extreme Speed would not kill me because Blastoises are pretty bulky, but I die. If I did not die, I would have taken him out with a Scald attack. Okay, so now I send out my Sock, and okay, he goes for Extreme Speed. I do have the Sturdy ability, so I know that I can survive at least one attack no matter what. He goes for Extreme Speed, it takes away about half. I finish him off with a Close Combat. So now we are each down to 2 Pokemon. I have my Sock and I have my Oddish. He has his Rhyperior, and he has 3 Pokemon. He has his Hitmonchan, his Rhyperior, and his Empoleon. But I take out his Hitmonchan, nicknamed I Will Kick You. I don't know why, but I take him out in one hit. So now we are tied. He has 2 Pokemon, and I have 2 Pokemon. So he sends out his Rhyperior, his only Pokemon that can take one of my close combat attacks. I do take him down to red health because Sock is carrying the Choice Band item, but Rhyperiors are super bulky and they can usually take one attack of almost anything. So I do not kill him, and then he finishes me off with an Earthquake. So I am down to 1 Pokemon. I am down to my secret weapon, and out comes my awesome, super powerful secret weapon, Oddish. It comes out and it solar beams the Rhydon straight through the heart and takes him out. Down goes the Rhyperior. Oddish, just right there, my Oddish does an awesome job because it was able to take out a Pokemon. So now we are down to 1 to 1, and it looks like I'm pretty much dead, especially since I missed the Sleep Powder attack. He goes for the Ice Beam. Oddish, the health goes down, down, and I barely survived with 1 HP from my Focus Sash. And I do outspeed him because Oddish is just that awesome. And he probably doesn't have any EVs in speed. But I Sleep Powder him, and I'm like, yes, it hits that time. So all I have left is I can go for my Solar Beams and I can go for my Teeter Dance. I go for a Solar Beam just to test how much damage it will do. And since he is part Steel, it is not super effective, so it only takes away about a fourth, maybe a fifth, so not that much. So especially with his leftovers, it looks like it's game over for me. So I take it to chance. I use my secret weapon attacks, Sleep Powder and Teeter Dance. This is why Oddish is such a great Pokemon for a last resort, a last Pokemon to use, because it can totally use dual status attacks, put them into sleep, and make them confused with Teeter Dance. So now I just fire off the Solar Beams as much as possible, and since the sunlight is up, I do not need to charge and everything is good. He wakes up now, and since he's confused, he hurts himself in confusion. So Oddish is just doing an awesome job. I'm so proud of my Oddish. Oh man. So Oddish, I now need to put him to sleep again, and luckily I hit this time. My second Sleep Powder that hits, the first one missed, and he falls asleep. So I'm thinking just 3 more, maybe 3 more Solar Beams will take him out. But Oddish readies her Solar Beam and fires it straight, a direct hit, making it a critical hit, taking out the Empoleon and taking out his team. Oddish to the rescue. Oddish saved this game. If I did not have my Oddish here, I would not have won. Wow, so in the beginning of the battle, the guy underestimated my Oddish, underestimated my Charmeleon, underestimated my Vulpix, but Karma went around and beat him. Oddish beat 2 of his Pokemon. I am so proud of my Oddish, and I'm probably going to use it in more of my future battles now, the Oddish/Vulpix combination. You know, I was actually going to use a Venusaur in the beginning, but since Venusaur is OU, I couldn't use it in a underused match, so I'm like, you know what, Venusaur, I'll let you sit out this time. I will bring in my Oddish. Oddish, for me so far, has always done better than my Venusaur in battles, mostly because people underestimate it, and because its Solar Beams are quite powerful in the sun. So wow guys, this was one of my favorite battles I ever had. I was super excited, but wow, just goes to show you that, I don't know, for me personally, I enjoy using Pokemon that I love over Pokemon that would just be stronger. Because I could have used a Gloom, I could have used a Vileplume, but I chose to use Oddish, and it turned out to actually win. Same goes for Vulpix, same goes for Charmeleon. I could have used other Pokemon that are much stronger, but I chose to use them because those are the Pokemon that I believe in. So this guy ended up disconnecting, but luckily he disconnected right after I saved the video. I'm so thankful for that. So I'm so glad that I'm able to show this video to you guys. And wow, best battle ever. So check out PokemonSocial.com if you want to. Pokemon Social is the social network for Pokemon. I would love to see you guys there. It's a social network. You can chat, you can post videos, you can write stories, you can post pictures. You can do a whole lot of stuff Pokemon related, and there are quite a lot of Pokemon lovers there. I would love to see you there. So anyways guys, this was InsurgenceRX, and have an awesome day.